Hi guys, it's Mel'zan. So I have not made a video in a while. I've taken a break from Warcraft in general for a while, but I am back with the announcement of patch 9.0.5 and 9.1 at BlizzCon. And so today I'm going to be making a video about the class changes and what they mean for enhancement Necrolord Shaman. Alright, so there are actually quite a few changes here. One of the most obvious ones for Necrolord is Fleshcraft. I am not actually going to be going over the change with Fleshcraft today. Plenty of other people have covered it. It is a pretty significant change. If you want to look at that, you can go check that out. Now, as for what the changes mean for Necrolord Enhancement Shaman in particular, well, obviously, another big change is Primordial Wave itself. So, Primordial Wave now does 150% of normal damage with your Lightning Bolt. This is something I actually kind of expected them to do a while ago, because they added the percentages on the other thing, where your Healing Wave does 60% and your Lava Burst does 80%. I kind of expected them to buff Lightning Bolt with that as well, because Primordial Wave was so underused for enhancement compared to elemental and restoration. Well, they finally did give it that buff. And at first I was very excited about this. I thought this would be a huge deal, because with this plus Stormkeeper, the damage per second of Primordial Wave almost matches that of Chain Harvest. In fact, it can be quite a bit higher than Chain Harvest if you get it perfectly right. But of course, it still doesn't grant you the healing that Chain Harvest does, and it has setup. But still, it was a lot of damage. However, it is not as great as I thought it would be, because of what they did to Stormkeeper. Now, I was also initially very excited about this change as well. It says, charge yourself with lightning, causing the next 2 chain lightnings to deal 300% more damage and be instant cast. At first, I thought that was a huge deal. I thought that now that gives you 300% more damage, not only is Enhancement Necrolord Shaman no longer going to be considered the worst, it's actually going to be broken. It's going to, all the Venthyr are going to go Necrolord, because it's going to be so busted. However, it is now only Chain Lightning, which I did not notice at first, and that sucks. So that means it will not affect your Primordial Wave at all. However, what this does do is that now it frees up a talent slot, which you can instead use to take Sundering. And Sundering is huge for Enhancement Shaman, because it does big damage, but it also triggers Wind Fury for your Doom Winds on every single target it hits. That can be a lot of damage. And so it's not that big a deal, since the damage you lose from Stormkeeper is covered by the new change to Primordial Wave anyway, as damage is going to end up being about the same, but then you also get Sundering. Another thing that this means is that without Stormkeeper, it's harder to get the second Primordial Wave off if you take the Tumbling Waves talent, conduit, that makes Primordial Wave happen twice, or it makes so it can happen twice. Because Stormkeeper is really nice for that. You get two lightning bolts instead of just one like your Maelstrom. So if you take that talent, you might want to wait to build up 10 stacks of Maelstrom weapon, and that can be time consuming and make it clunkier to use. Or you can use it when you have 5 stacks, which is going to need to build up another 5 stacks before you can cast River Lightning Bolt. And during that time, you're going to really need to keep your Flame Shocks up. So that is no longer as good. That being said, the changes are overall positive, I believe. Not as positive I would have liked, but it's still nice to see Blizzard paying attention to Enhancement Necrolord Shaman. I would still like to see a buff from Fire Nova. I'm a little surprised they haven't buffed it. Most people don't use it. I still like using it, even if it is a little underrepresented and considered a little underpowered, because it combos so well with Primordial Wave. And besides, it's a really fun spell to use and it's very satisfying when it works. Anyway, guys, that's it for today, so I will see you later.